gone maximum sass.
Maximum sass, hello and welcome to, I don't know what episode this is of the podcast.
You never fucking know.
I don't.
36.
I'm glad someone's on point
How
this week.
how am I the most drunk person here and still know what episode we're on?
Because I've been to a Halloween party. Anyway, welcome to episode 36 of the Sitrep Happy Hour, which may not be an hour this week, depending how we go on.
It'll probably be longer because I'm really drunk, so I'm just going to ramble, to be honest.
I've got an easy way to get you to ramble, I think.
What's that?
Dave Chappelle. Exactly. Anyway.
You have found my kryptonite, sir. Well done. Well played.
Yes, well played. How you both doing? Luke.
I'm good, man.
What was the outcome? You've been watching football today or some shit.
Yeah, so since we last recorded, Man United lost 5-0 to our nearest and dearest, Liverpool, and then won 3-0 against some bunch of cunts from London called Spurs. So, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Wait, before you take another swig, I'm too late. What are you drinking this week, dude? Jack and Coke by any chance?
That might well be a Jack and Coke, yes.
Nice, dude. I'm on coffee tonight.
Bearing in mind, I've been in the pub since 3 o'clock.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean shit. You could be on the park, at the back of the pub or some shit.
No, I've been in the pub drinking beer since 3 o'clock. The last time that happened, I didn't appear. This time, I've taken a little bit longer to have some food and then get on the Jack.
What did you have to eat? I'm interested now.
Just a sandwich. Literally, just a sandwich. It's made all the difference.
Subway?
No. Like homemade, just bread from the bread bin, butter out the fridge, bit of ham, bish bash bosh. Luke's ready to go.
I mean, I don't know what you're doing with the ham, but there you go.
Bish bash bosh, like I
the
said.
start their first in between us, Phil.
Wow.
Hey, what you do with your meat on
Have
your
you got a
sandwich
snorkel?
is up to you.
As long as it's not some stream, right?
Anyway, Brad, what are you drinking this week?
I also have a Jack and Coke, but I think my Coke is a lot flatter than Luke's. It's very flat.
Excuse me.
It's alright though.
I'm recovering from flu for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that, which is kind of passed around our whole family. It's not COVID. Don't worry. We're all good.
You just had a bit of a stinker. It's going round at the moment.
Yeah.
Loads of nasty colds and shit.
Thing is, I got away with it until last week. And then my wife had it. I was like, fuck yes, I'm getting away with this one. And then Remy sneezed on me like 3 times, like in my face. And then Remy was like all over me as well. I was like, oh, thank you very much. Just
guess
what
I'm
I wanted.
fucked.
Yeah. And I'm going away to Bristol next week, which I'm really looking forward to. And I was like, I really hope I'm better by then. Yeah, I'm going.
That's a few more days yet. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Not for work though, Luke. I'm not going for work purposes.
So why are you going?
Me and Sam are going away for the weekend.
Okay.
Drinking, shagging, fighting.
Yeah.
DFS.
She's DTS? No, it's not DTS, is it?
DTF.
DTF. Have you asked that to Laura yet?
It was met with just confusion.
Yeah, I think me and Brad had an interesting week. Luke, we had gas training amongst other. Well, Brad had more training than me this week, but we basically spent a whole day. What was it? Tuesday, Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah, doing gas training through work, which was quite interesting. To the point, I said to my we were stood around because we had to do a practical test at the end, which was like 1 o'clock, I think.
Yeah,
and our manager, overall manufacturing man. I don't know who's in charge at our place anymore. They switch around the job roles so much. I don't think anybody knows who's in charge. Anyway, this guy comes over and he's like, "Oh, how are you getting on? You learn it? You learned everything?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think the best thing I've learned this week is not to inhale helium." And he looked at me like sideways, like I'd sworn at him. Like it was, what the fuck? Obviously, he likes a bit of helium, but there we go. Because it kills people. Now, maybe that's common knowledge to most people, but it wasn't common knowledge to me. Anyway.
Doesn't it just make you have a really squeaky voice?
It can, like, restrict the amount of oxygen in your blood. So, yeah, it can... Apparently, like, for an adult, it's uncommon, but for children, it's not great. But I'm sure all of us have...
done it at one point.
Yeah, and we're all fine.
Yeah, I felt sorry. I didn't mean to open the show on like a bit of a downer, but yeah, that was to then after that.
It literally was. He was like, here's this thing, and here's a story, and here's a story about how loads of people died. It's like, for fuck's sake. It's like the most morbid training session.
I hope you all enjoyed it. Yes, I loved hearing about how all these people died. No, wow. To be fair, I found it interesting. I think the best bit of the morning session was seeing there was 20 of us in a room, 8 o'clock in the morning. Most people have been there since 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And, you get a bit tired. And you just seeing people in front of you just slowly fall asleep during this training session. And their head bumps down like, oh, I'm awake again. Definitely awake. And then, that last part of the day was just made a bit more interesting with Brad, Owen, and I think John.
Yeah. I also had forklift training this week, and I scored the most penalty points out of my group. Yep.
Why were you playing football?
What, with the forklift? That'd be fun.
Yeah. Do that.
No, I feel like you just pick up loads of bad habits like you do when you drive. Like,
oh, right, okay.
Because you get penalty points, like, if you bump what you're picking up. So, like, when I first learned, you'd be, like, real careful and, like, peer and, like, and lift it up. But now, when you're just at work, it's just like, am I close enough? Yeah, I'm close enough.
You've got into our work way of doing things, which is don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You definitely use 2 cranes to lift something up to 10 degrees. Even if the bottom might swing out on it at any point, and it's about 140 kilograms, but there we go. Definitely not a health and safety hazard. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about work stuff. I think just because I've had a stressful. I think everyone's had a stressful fucking month, at least at our place, anyway. I don't know how Luke's getting on.
Yeah, it's been a really busy couple of weeks, to be honest. We're this is really fucking boring, but we're having to replace some design software, so I'm having to do online training courses. Wow,
Is one of them tracing? Is it?
No,
you're having to relearn how to trace.
There's no tracing involved. I don't know why I said that. That's just the alcohol speaking. But yeah, it's been a shit 2 weeks, to be honest.
Yeah, it's always fun when they introduce new software that doesn't work.
Oh, it works. I'm just fucking exhausted because it's completely different.
And it will definitely speed everything up, right?
No. Not in the fucking slightest. And they're turning off straight after Christmas, so I've got literally like 6 weeks to learn what I'm doing.
That's more than what we had.
Yeah,
they were like,
here's
these freaking training course that has nothing to do with what you're doing. Oh yeah, now we're live, and we've closed down the other system. And it's like, wait a minute. Anyway, it's
probably enough work talk.
Yeah, I just wanted, as most of you would have guessed by now, Rob isn't here.
Wait, what? Rob's not here?
No.
Oh.
No, to be fair, I did see him about, what time is it now? 9:20. I did see him about an hour and a half ago, something like that, picking up his wife and kids from a Halloween party that we all went to. That was the loudest fucking party.
Hang on,
I've
wait.
wait. Apart from Rob,
wait. So you saw him at a Halloween party,
He wasn't at the party. He was doing pickup,
right?
so he managed to skip out.
But this is the same party that you were present at,
Yeah, because
right? Wait, stop. That's all I need to know.
Okay.
So you're here and he's not, and you were technically at the same party.
You didn't read his message, did you?
I don't care.
He's got to look after the kids because Shez has gone out to another party.
And that's my problem because
it's not really a party. There's a Halloween event at the pub. It's not really a party. But there we go. It doesn't matter. But he has like 12 kids to look after, so you know.
Wow. Love you, Rob. Miss you, dude.
He's not far off it. I know he's not available tomorrow. I'm away in Bristol next week, and the chances of us recording next week is even worse. So that's why the three of us are here tonight. I suppose we better get on with what we've been up to over the past couple of weeks. Luke, seeing as you're here, calm and coherent.
Hello.
What have you been up to the last couple of weeks, dude? Apart from obviously working.
Working, learning, drinking, Tarkoving, sleeping.
Making ham sandwiches.
Bish bash bosh.
Yeah, bish bash boshing. That probably about covers it, to be fair.
Do you do that with your washing as well? Bish bash.
Bish bash bosh? No.
Yeah. You been watching anything at the minute?
I can't remember what we watched last time we talked on the podcast.
I think you guys were watching. I think you guys had just finished Midnight Mass.
Yeah, we finished that last episode.
Yeah,
I started.
So that was bad. And then I've watched a few horror movies since because Halloween, and just have to. But they're all horror movies that I've seen before, so it's not new information. But so The Conjuring 1 and 2 are on BBC iPlayer for.
I really want to do like a podcast on those. The second one is so fucking good,
mate. They're all good, apart from The Nun, which is if you watch them in order of
release.
No, in order of how they are
chronological order
in the universe. I don't know if chronological order is the right term.
How they?
No, you were going to go
universe.
for it, and you bottled it halfway through.
Well, I don't know. Is chronological order the term for how they were released, or is
chronological in the universe? I guess.
Right. Cool. So, in chronological order in the universe, The Nun is first, and that's the worst of all the movies in the Conjuring universe. It just is.
Wait. Is it the worst? I think.
Yeah.
What about the other one that's like it's like a tangent or some shit from the Conjuring universe? It's,
right, hang on. Because I've got it written down somewhere.
I need to figure out.
Put it. Damn. Where's that gone?
The Curse of La Llorona.
That's not that. No. That doesn't count. That's not technically in the Conjuring universe.
It's very loosely in that.
No, if you speak to the writers of any of the Conjuring movies, and you speak to the writer of La Llorona, it doesn't count.
Okay,
they've said it themselves. It's a gentle nod towards that universe, but it's not technically in that universe.
So I've got in chronological order. You've got in 1952 you have the Nun
first. Yep.
Then 1958 you have Annabelle Creation.
Yep.
1970 was Annabelle. Then The Conjuring.
Yep.
And Annabelle Comes Home. To be honest, I feel like the Annabelle films get better with each one. First one's not very good. It's like the 2014 one. 2017 Annabelle Creation was okay, and then Annabelle Comes Home was better. After Annabelle Comes Home in 1972, you've got The Curse of La Llorona that's set in 1973. Conjuring 2 is 1977, and then finally the most recent, which is The Devil Made Me Do It, The Conjuring 1981. They're not a bad franchise. To be honest, it's not a bad franchise. I can't complain. But I don't think the newest Conjuring is as good as 2.
I've not
2 is like...
I've not seen the very newest Conjuring because it came out this year, didn't it? The Devil Made Me Do It one. But all the other ones I've seen, and they are great. In my opinion, and I'm going against what you just said, but in my opinion, they are one of the best horror movie franchises.
Yeah, no, I agree with with what you're saying about the actual franchise itself. As a franchise, I don't think anything. I'm trying to think, what else have you got? Like for me, Halloween is just the same. It's Mike Myers goes around, kills a bunch of people. I saw Halloween Kills. I really liked it, but it's left on a cliffhanger. And there's another one. So what do you think? You can kind of. I don't even need to spoil it. It spoils itself when you even know, like when you know there's going to be another one after that. I actually watched a horror film recently as well, Luke, and I don't know if you would have seen it. It's called.
Try me.
The Night House. With, I want to say, like, it's not Rebecca Ferguson. It's, I'm trying to think who it is.
I don't think I've seen that.
Rebecca Hall. And it's basically this woman who's living in a house that her other half built, and she doesn't know if she really wants to live there anymore because it's basically the house that they built was on a lake. So it's like a lake house kind of thing. And he got in like a little boat, went out into the lake, and put a gun to his head and killed himself. And she's like dealing with the aftermath of like, I've just killed myself, all the rest of it. That my husband's just killed himself and all the rest of it. To the point where, she has this mum because she's a teacher. She has this mum from school come in and she's like, "Oh, why did you mark my boy down?" And she's like, "My husband's just fucking killed himself." And you just see the shock on the mum's face, like, okay. Like, she just basically didn't give a fuck about what she was doing in life at that point in time. I really recommend it, though. I would say, like, don't watch a trailer for it. Just go check it out. It's really, really good. It's on Disney as well.
I'm kind of watching the trailer right now. I definitely haven't seen it. Let's put it that way.
I would try and. There's a few films recently where I've watched the trailers and I wish I hadn't, because they just give away too much.
Yeah, like I've always been that way with trailers though. So, but I will watch a trailer if like somebody like you says, "Have you seen this?" and I don't recognize the title of it, so bang, straight into the trailer. Watch maybe 30 to 60 seconds of said trailer and go, "No, I've not seen that." Stop, because then it will spoil it. Trailers are designed, by default to show the best possible portions of said given movie.
I think maybe to a degree we're just slightly spoiled by Marvel movies, because 9 times out of 10 with a Marvel film, when the trailer comes out, you are literally seeing the first act of the film in the trailer. You don't see anything from like the second or third act 9 times out of 10. So like the most recent Spider-Man one, everything in that is like the first 45 minutes of that film. Bear in mind that's a 2.5 hour film, so bring it on. That's all I can say about that. But yeah, Brad, honestly, I think you'd really, really enjoy it. It's on Disney. Obviously, I understand you can't watch that with Laura, but
no,
it's well. I know you're kind of. I feel like you're kind of coming around to horror slightly at the minute after watching, obviously Midnight Mass and Bly Manor and Hill House and all the rest of it.
Yeah, I'd give it a go if I get a chance.
I still want you to check out The Shining.
I do want to watch that because I want to watch Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep, which is also Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
Which is Doctor Sleep is. I thought Doctor Sleep was really good. I can't remember if Luke watched Doctor Sleep or not. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't.
I'm surprised you didn't watch that. But yeah. Brad, have you been watching anything recently?
Spent a lot of time playing Diablo 2, so not really.
Well, you've completed that now, haven't you?
No, I haven't completed it, no. Because it's been good up to when I got to what would have been the final boss in the original launch until they released the 5th act as a DLC. And I think I died a handful of times like leading up to it. And I got to the final boss, which is Diablo. And I took off about a gnat's testicle of his health and he just obliterated me, so
jeez.
Now I'm at the point where I'm going to have to grind and I just can't bother at the moment. So I haven't really watched any TV, but probably going to the complete opposite end of the spectrum to Luke. Me and Laura watched Luca on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Which was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think it's a really good animated film.
Yeah.
It's
one of the better ones I've watched recently, I think.
Are the characters in that supposed to be gay? I can't remember. It kind of has that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, but it doesn't ever like...
It's almost like Disney's testing the waters, but not quite going full hog sort of thing. It's really weird.
But it was really good.
Yeah, it's good. The animation was absolutely...
It's ridiculous how good it is now.
Yeah, I was in Curry's yesterday and they had the Mitchells versus have you seen the Mitchells versus the Machines?
No, I think we've put that on a list of things to watch.
It's good. It's good. It's on Netflix and yeah, I was looking at the OLED TVs in there and I was just like, fuck. The animated films on some of these new TVs just look absolutely amazing. They had Up in there and obviously I've seen Up. I went to cinema seeing it. I've seen it at home. And you just look at it, I was like, fuck. My downside with going to Curry's though is, or any place like that, is I just want to have a look. And then you're in there about 2 minutes and then someone comes over and is like, are you interested in a TV? Can I sell it to you? Basically. I'm like, no, I just want to look. But the handy thing is like the kids are playing up. So people tend to just kind of go the opposite way and they're kind of like, I can see you're struggling there, so I'll walk away. I was like, well, I'm not struggling. I just leave them to do that because that way people don't. Because we had that. We went to, I think when we bought a sofa, we were looking at sofas at Christmas last year and we were walking around someplace up in Bristol and this woman came in and she was like, oh, if you need me or something like that, I can see you're busy with the kids, so I'll leave you to it. I was like, yes. The only time I've ever been happy to have the kids with me when I've been shopping is places like that. But the funniest thing at the minute is like, I'm a bit like Rob. So like, and you guys as well, you know, if you're interested in something, you want a new TV or you're looking at your PlayStation or consoles or whatever, you normally do a bit of research into it, if you know what I mean. And it's just funny as hell seeing a Curry's representative try and sell me a TV, and being like, "Oh, this TV's great." You know, it's got these little things in it that turn off. I'm like, "What, the OLED?"
Yeah,
they turn off the pixels. I wasn't being like an asshole. I was just like, I had to like
normally probably know more than they are going to tell you anyway.
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, are you buying it? Are you buying it?" I was like, "No, I'm just looking so I can make a decision." In my head, thinking, "Well, Black Friday's coming soon, so I know prices aren't going to drop; they'll just drop." If you know what I mean. I know how much like TVs are now. So if you normally look like a month out and the price doesn't drop at all, and they put up like a fake price of the same price as now, but it was whatever before, which is what they normally do. You're like, well, that's not a deal. It's just the same as it was before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just funny. And then, you know, I'm stood there, I'm looking at this other TV, and then this guy, it's just funny. Maybe it's just me as a person. I'd rather go in a shop, not talk to anybody. I know what I want. If I want something, I'll buy it and I'll walk out. Yeah, other people go in and they're like, sell it to me. Sell me this TV. And like, which I think's, I wish I had the balls to do that, I think, or just like the money to be like, you know, because this guy went in there and I could see him. It's like, "Oh, sell me this TV. Is it coming 65 inch? What about that one? That one's even better. Tell me that one. And then he got to the end of it, and he was like, yeah, I don't know. I have to ask the wife, and then left. It was just the fact that he just ran this representative round in circles trying to get him to sell it. And it's just funny because they're all like, oh yeah, I wish I could have one of these in my home. I was like, well, that means it's just really overpriced. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, that's enough about that, I suppose.
I don't think I've been up to anything else anyway. No. I played the Siege of Paris DLC on Assassin's Creed finally.
Did you?
That was good. Yeah, I finished that yesterday.
I haven't really played anything. I haven't turned on my PC, I don't think, really properly since we recorded last. I was playing Halo. Then I went to Bristol the week before last. And that's it. I just haven't really been able to get on. I'm just waiting for Battlefield, I think. I'm waiting for that to kind of hopefully draw us all back in together. Are you ready, Luke? You've got it pre-ordered now, haven't you?
I do.
Are you happy with that? Is Dave going to come join us?
No, not at all.
No? Not his cup of tea. Or coffee.
Not at all. No, he's not involved.
That's fair enough.
Bless him. I'd like him to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's even remotely interested. So,
well, there's new content.
Found out today. My cousin's pre-ordered it on PC, so I might be able to get us a 4th if we need one.
Yes. What about
wait?
Alex?
Is that assuming Rob doesn't play?
I think he already said he's not going to, didn't he?
No, he's too busy putting money into New World at the minute. So,
for God's sake!
What?
Alex won't get it.
No,
not yet. No,
Christmas.
Maybe. Is it crossplay with old gen?
I thought you had a PlayStation 5.
No.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know.
Yeah, no idea. I would assume not, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Just before we move on, the last thing that I've been watching is animated as well. I've watched 3 episodes of Maya and the 3 on Netflix.
Sorry.
It's really fucking good. Story, the animation for Netflix as well. And it's a series. There's 9 episodes, I think. Half an hour each. The animation is absolutely stunning on it. But, like, I want to say for Netflix, but it's getting to the point now that Netflix are kind of almost setting a bar for themselves. They're not like, oh, it's good for Netflix, with films and stuff like that. You think we've got, what is it, The Harder They Fall next week, I think. We've got Red Notice in a couple of weeks. They've got some big...
So excited for Red Notice.
Yeah, it looks really good. They got some heavy hitters on there, and obviously Squid Game is doing really well at the minute. Obviously, Brad's cosplaying as one of the Squid Game people tonight. He just forgot his mask. For those that don't know, Brad's wearing a very, I want to say red, but it doesn't look red hoodie. There you go.
It is red.
Is it red? It doesn't look red.
Yeah, it looks more red, I think.
What's the logo, dude?
In person. You don't want to see it. It might upset you.
Oh, fuck you. I fucking knew it was.
See?
I knew it was as well, you absolute piece of shit.
But yeah, if you get a chance, check it out. It's really good. The whole lot's up. I suppose talking about Battlefield, Brad, did you get a chance to watch the Specialist trailer?
If you're on about like the 3-minute one, then yes, I did watch it.
So obviously that was a huge kind of talking point in the Battlefield community, because before we've had like different classes, which should be your medic, your recon, your assault, and sniper. No, that was recon anyway. I can't think what the other ones were. Engineer was normally the last one, wasn't it?
Engineer, assault, recon support, medic, or whatever.
Or medic, yeah. And obviously now we've got these specialists. I think it's going to work really well in Hazard Zone, with the idea of taking four players in and doing this team-based mode. But having now seen the specialists that we're gonna get, what do you think?
Yeah,
I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. But like just the general multiplayer game, like normal game modes, like I don't think you need Division or Overwatch style characters in it.
It's almost like Overwatch, but it's almost like Rainbow Six as well. I can't think of it. If Rob was here, he would know. I'm sure Luke knows the one that hacks, and then you can basically see everybody on the map in Rainbow Six Siege. You're on countdown. Boom.
Yeah, fail.
Like it's Albi or something like that. It's not though.
It's been so long since I played Siege, dude. I'd be guessing at this point, pissing a lot of people off.
Yeah, but there's basically a specialist that can do hack things. Is it hack objectives?
Yeah, you can like hack. Like I think at one point in the trailer, he hacks the things that come out the ground. So he sets them to go down, and they go over, and then he lifts it when the enemy thing.
That was definitely a timed shot, wasn't it?
Oh like, the whole thing is like staged.
Yeah. There's no, if you look at all there was at one point where this guy's just shooting everybody. I'm like, that dude stood still. That dude stood still.
Yeah.
That dude stood still. He's got 10 kill streak. Absolutely amazing. And then you've got a medic one. I don't quite get what the medic one did. I mean, he revived people.
I guess he gives them full health or maybe like a buff, and he bought in like an ammo crate or
was it
crate where you could
plates?
swap your class, and that it might maybe.
Yeah. I think there's armor plates like Warzone. I'm not 100%. And so you got that one. You got the one
shield that reflects bullets, which is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so that's going to turn into Rainbow Six with regards to the shield bros. I think we did that.
Yeah, the wingsuit one, which was I quite like that one. That was kind of cool. But then she had the grenade that she like pulls out, and it changes into like a homing grenade and takes that.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, that was okay. That was
because you
cool.
need. I feel like you need something to like take the helicopter, like the air vehicles. We played the beta, and you'd be like firing 2 or 3 rockets, and still might not take down one of these air vehicles. And it's like, I just wasted all the ammo.
Yeah.
And then the final one is the one I'm pretty sure. So you see people that shoot you. Like they light up as red, I think, if they shoot you, but you can then press, you do something, you can basically view all other players in the vicinity.
Yeah. It's kind of like I guess like a UAV for yourself.
Yeah.
But not on the map. You see them like, you can see them through walls and stuff, which is...
We'll see.
I don't know, yeah. I'd rather the... like Conquest and your game modes like that are just, here's your 4 classes, and then save your specialists for your like your different game modes like Hazard Zone and stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to see. I think if anything they'll change it and balance it all out.
But I feel like you could probably. Oh no, you can't. Can you? Probably can't set no specialists on. Because there's no classes anymore, is it? It's all specialists.
Can on the other mode, I expect. You've got that other mode coming that I can't remember off the top of my head, the classic mode. And that's going to bring back the skins from Bad Company and the weapons and all the rest of it. And I think you can choose what happens in that. So, I think
we'll just be playing that then.
Yeah, by sounds of it.
Is that part? Is that part of the Portal mode where you can?
Portal. Yeah,
back to the old modes. So yeah, the specializations will probably disappear for that mode, right?
Yeah. I think they do. I've seen a couple of images, but until we see the final product, we don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's going to be additional modes coming. I really want to see Rush come back, but if they're keeping this, if they're working this now, I think for like the next 4 or 5 years as like a live service, and you just continue to play it. You don't have to worry about buying another Battlefield. You might have to buy like a season pass if you really want the new specialists, but if you don't want them, you don't need them, sort of thing. So
where have you got that time frame from?
I'm just guessing because of the life cycle. I mean, it's been 3?
That's fine. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just asking the question. Right.
Well, I'm not saying there's going to be 5 years between this one and the next one. I'm just saying
because you think usually between Battlefield titles, it's like 3 years.
Yeah, it'd be 3 years, I expect, but it depends what they do with it. I mean, most things are just starting to be continuous. Isn't FIFA going to be continuous from next year? Or is it this year?
So no idea.
Yeah. I still don't get why people buy that game, but that's just me. I had a conversation with somebody at work, and they were like, "Well, you're just going to buy Battlefield, and that's a reskin." I'm like, I can't fight that. You're not wrong. There's literally skins in the game. But there we go. On to something else. I'm not sure if Brad's going to like or not. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Starring your boy, Tom Holland.
Your boy.
Oh. No, I thought it looks alright.
You on board with it? Okay, so for those that don't know, there was the first trailer for Tom Holland's Uncharted film. Obviously, the huge franchise that is Uncharted. We have a prequel film.
Yeah, but it looks like a prequel film, but they've drawn elements from some of the other games as well. Like the plane bit where he's falling out of the plane is from 3.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? The fact that you've got these events that happened in the games at a later point when he's older that are reoccurring when he was.
And like, I don't think Chloe's around until 2.
No, but obviously they have that relationship in the games from earlier. So it's kind of, I think that was kind of well cast, but I'm still not sure on Marky Mark.
Him and Tom Holland are probably not like perfect for these roles, but I can see why they picked Tom Holland, because if they could make a franchise out of it, he'll be around for, and obviously he's a big draw. I don't think he's like gritty enough.
What, Tom Holland?
No, because like he's a bit too well spoken, and like he's doing like, there's a bit in the trailer where he does this like acrobatic spin around on a railing, but Drake's like grounded. He just like gruels his way through fights. He's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Luke, have you seen the trailer for Uncharted?
Yes.
What do you reckon?
Looks pretty good for a movie that's based on a video game.
I will give it that.
Given the track record of movies that are based on video games, it looks fairly decent. But I don't know. I will watch it.
Yeah, it's the same. I'm a little bit worried because of the director. That it's the same director as Venom.
See, that sort of stuff doesn't bother me. If the movie looks good, and I know that's what trailers are for, and I fall for this all the time. You know, the trailers are basically just, come see this movie, yay, it's going to be awesome. But I don't care who the director is. I don't care who the producers are. I don't care who the studio is. If they make a good effort of it, I'll give it a go. If I turn it off halfway through, that's on me. But
go on,
hold on to that thought for when we talk about another trailer in a bit about directors.
I know exactly what you're on about.
But for the most part, I don't care. Like certain directors I will care about, like Nolan, for example. I will watch him talk about the phone book. Do you know what I mean? I will watch whatever he puts out. But then other directors, like, they'll make a good film, they make a bad film, they make a good film, they make an okay film, they make a great film, they make an okay film. I'm not.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't. I'm only messing, really.
No, you're not, because that's, you know, I know you follow certain directors, and that's fine if that's how you like to watch your movies.
And I think that's a case of growing up, though. Like, I feel like growing up, you had George Lucas, you had Steven Spielberg, you've got Martin Scorsese, and when we're in this era where I feel like you've got Denis Villeneuve, you've obviously got Christopher Nolan, but aside from that, who else do you go out? Who is your?
again, it depends on what genre you're watching. Like if you were talking to me about horror movies, it'd be Guillermo del Toro and Lee Wannell, like all day long.
Or Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I feel like Jordan Peele is probably the next one in that category. And then Mike Flanagan going from that. Yeah,
exactly. But then, you walk onto action movies and you'd be talking, who's the guy that blows everything up? I forgot his name.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Yeah, some people will like a Michael Bay movie. Some people won't like a Michael Bay movie for the exact same reason that
he has done good films, though. I think that's the problem.
He
has, but he's done bad movies too, and that's the point.
Pearl Harbor, right?
7 of them.
But that's the point I'm trying to make.
I miss it.
A director won't necessarily make a great movie every time. He will, like an actor won't always give a great performance. If the script's not quite right, the actor might not give a great performance. If the production team and the script aren't quite right, the director might not give a great performance. Swings and roundabouts. I won't follow a director. I won't follow an actor. I won't follow a producer around just to see the movies. Yes, all right, Nolan will probably give me great experience, but not always. Guillermo del Toro might not always give me a great horror movie, but might do. Mike Flanagan, the first 2
Haunting
series on Netflix were great. The latest one, in my opinion, was the worst of his 3. You're welcome to disagree with me. Some people will, some people won't.
Yeah. I think it depends what you're looking for, especially when it comes to Mike Flanagan. I think Midnight Mass. I think the problem with Mike Flanagan is he's got himself, not on purpose, I think it's gotten to that perception that he's going to do this thing, and then he does something like Midnight Mass, and it's like, oh, well, it's not like that. It's different source material, and it's a different. And I imagine the next thing that he does is completely different. But
I love that directors, actors, whoever will completely try and reinvent themselves for the next thing. Like somebody like Jake Gyllenhaal, for example. He'll do a environmental disaster movie on 1 second, and then he'll do an action movie like End of Watch on the next thing he wants to do, and then the next thing he wants to do is was it Everest or something, where he's like a bit part character. And then the next thing he'll do is like The Guilty, where it's obviously filmed during COVID, obviously very, very light on actors and cameramen and producers and all that sort of shit, but great performance nonetheless. And then you watch a trailer come out like Ambulance, and that's banging, in my opinion, Jake Gyllenhaal's wheelhouse.
I think,
some people might not like that sort of shit. So TV, film, whatever, it's all subjective, and I love that about that stuff, because Brad will like stuff, I will like stuff, you will like stuff, Rob will like stuff. We don't necessarily, to be fair, we don't very often all agree on something.
No, you completely.
But then every once in a while, we'll all be like, "Yeah, this looks fucking awesome. Let's all watch it." And then one of us will, or 2 of us will be like, "Oh, that was shit," and 2 of us will be like, "Yeah, that was great."
Like The Meg, but we all love The Meg.
Oh
right?
no, literally every person on the planet loves The Meg. You can't hate The Meg.
I can't wait for the sequel. I just hope it's as bad as the first one. Anyway, Uncharted movie. Yeah, you're right, and with regards to directors, it doesn't matter. I think it was just not being a huge fan of that film, but it's the script and all the rest. It doesn't matter. It's how they're playing that. It's campy and all the rest of it. I
think I said to you, it reminds me, or I can't remember if you said to me, it reminds me of the Tomb Raider film.
Yeah,
which I quite liked. I know it wasn't like amazing, but
no, I want a sequel. I mean, they've been on about this sequel to a Tomb Raider film that had Alicia Vikander. Yeah, I was gonna say Silverstone, but it's not her. She only does Batgirl films. It looks good. There's a couple of dodgy CGI bits in it. I think the interesting thing for me is we almost had David Russell, who did Three Kings, direct an Uncharted film. I don't know if you've seen Three Kings, Brad, but it had Brad Pitt, Was it Jamie Foxx? Who was in Three Kings? George Clooney. Who was in Three Kings? They steal the money.
Well. Yeah, I've seen that at least twice.
I feel like it's Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and somebody else, but I could be completely wrong. But we almost had that, and Marky Mark was gonna be Nathan Drake, and that I can't see. Just get Nathan Fillion in there, but it's too late. But I think this is the right way to do it. I think you're subverting expectations by getting an actor to go in at that point in his life, and it doesn't matter. But whether he'll still be playing this character in like 10 years' time or not depends on how well the box office does. And I think maybe we'll just grow into liking Tom Holland as that character. I think my only issue is he just looks like Spider-Man in different clothes.
Who did you say was in Three Kings?
I feel like it was George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Am I way out on that?
You're way out on that. You got one of the three.
It's George Clooney, isn't it?
Correct. George Clooney, your boy Marky Mark, and Ice Cube.
Yeah, definitely wrong. But that's a good film.
Decent.
Anyway.
Yeah, it is a good film, to be fair.
Luke, Ambulance. As soon as you brought it up, Gyllenhaal, Yahya, I can't say it. Yahya Maleen too, the second.
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
Yeah.
Mateen
the second. Wow. Who is AKA Morpheus.
Can you do it, Luke?
No. I'm not even going to try.
AKA Morpheus in the Matrix
Resurrections.
Yeah.
Just call it Matrix 4. Don't call it Resurrections. That's just a terrible title.
They're just continuing the terrible titles they gave the previous films.
Wow, anyway. True. Yeah, true.
So, looks like ex-war veterans.
Yep.
Robbing a bank. It's a heist film.
It's a very action-focused heist film, yeah. It looks great, to be fair.
By Michael Bay.
Yeah. What's wrong with Michael Bay? If he's not doing Transformers, Michael Bay makes good movies.
Six Underground.
All right.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh.
Pain and Gain was good. If you've not seen Pain and Gain,
Bad Boys.
Pain and Gain was great. Bad Boys is awesome. Don't you?
The Rock.
Yeah, that's a good film. No, that is a good film. Yeah.
The Rock.
Did he do Bad Boys 3?
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
Oh no, I think maybe he did. He didn't do Bad Boys for Life. Is it the?
Well, that's 3. So
no, he didn't do Bad Boys for Life.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's 3. There's Bad Boys 1, there's Bad Boys 2, and then there's...
Yeah, there's only 3.
No, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. It shouldn't have been... The fourth film should have been Bad Boys for Life.
No, he didn't. He just did the first 2.
Right. 2 is the best of the 3, in my opinion. 2 is a masterpiece. I don't care what you say.
Is that the one where Martin Lawrence gets shot in the ass?
Yes. And then
I feel like it is.
Then he takes the X and he's talking about that's a really nice fish. Big fucking eyes, but a really nice fish. One of the best scenes of any movie ever. And I challenge you to come up with a better movie scene than that. You see, you can't. There you go.
I can't think about anything off the top of my head.
Luke wins.
But yeah, Ambulance. What do you reckon, dude?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. That's Michael Bay wheelhouse, Jake Gyllenhaal wheelhouse. Yeah, just fucking give it to me now.
It's nice to see Jake Gyllenhaal back in the forefront of a film. Like, because this feels like a big screen action film, even though it's going... No, it is it's not a Netflix film. This is a big screen action film, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this is a straight to cinema one. Off the top of my head.
Google that whilst we're talking, because I can't argue with you.
I got a funny feeling. But yeah, it looks really good. The visuals, it's got classic Michael Bay, camera shots following the helicopters round. It looks like this is going to be, maybe the opening of the film is going to be in the bank, and then the rest of it is going to be in an ambulance that they've escaped in. and they're driving around the city, wondering whether this was the right thing to do and all the rest of it. Brad, what did you reckon of the trailer?
Visually and like cast and everything, it looks really good. I will be honest, when it came up right at the start, directed by Michael Bay, I was a bit like, oh no. But like Luke said, it looks like his sort of thing where he's just like,
Blowing
it's
shit
not
up.
too much like shit, just blow shit up. Yeah. So I'll give that the benefit of the doubt. But I feel like they've pretty much shown the whole film in the trailer.
Agreed. I think that's the worst thing about the trailer is the fact that the
Yeah.
whole film is pretty much in there.
Like, I know you can say it about a lot of films, but I feel like this one really is like, I could just not watch this because I've seen the film.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Apart from the end, I guess, but
that's what trailers are for, right?
yeah, I know, but this one is like, it shows too much.
But I feel
this one shows too much.
Yeah, but I feel like that's how trailers have gone recently. Like nobody wants a 30-second trailer anymore. Everybody wants like a 3-minute trailer. And if you're giving people a 2.5, 3-minute trailer, you are literally showing the highlight reel of the TV series, the movie, whatever you want to call it. You're giving too much away, and I feel like that's our fault. And I don't mean us three. I mean like
just
like
the public.
Our
in
fault.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Short
then
attention
but then you
spans.
saying that the trailers for films that have come out recently. So you've got Matrix. Have no idea what the fuck's happening in that.
Yeah, but when is that due to come out?
Next month.
Ish.
I know December and
Boxing Day or something, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it's Boxing Day. It's somewhere.
Batman doesn't really give everything away.
It's probably
Or
like
anything,
December
really.
27th. Yeah, Batman doesn't really give anything away. The Ghostbusters trailer doesn't really give anything away.
Yeah, but they're all shorter
what else is
trailers,
there?
right?
They're about 2.5
Not
minutes.
really. 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
This one's
okay.
2 minutes 57. Batman's 2:40. Matrix is 2:53.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the Matrix
But-
one and the Ghostbusters one were like a minute and a half, maybe.
I
tops.
just kind of feel like they did exactly what they did with Southpaw with this one. You can kind of guess the beats. And like by the time this comes out, I'll have forgotten the trailer and it won't matter anyway.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's still.
Yeah, it still looks really good. I'll still watch this.
Mm.
But I feel like because this is not going to have like an overly complex story. It might be like heartfelt and like emotional through the film, but I feel like you could have done like a shorter, here's your leads, here's the like premise of what's going to happen, and here's a few Michael Bay shots. Done.
Yeah, I think you could have condensed it into like a minute and a half trailer and just kind of shown a bit of the heist and then them kind of escaping in the ambulance.
Not like, because they've shown like, oh, here's what we're going to do, and here's the heist, and oh, it's gone wrong, and now we're in an ambulance, and oh, look, there's a cop on here, so it's going to be like an emotional roller coaster, and the woman tries to escape, and
does the cop
here's
try
a
and
load
kill
of
him
set
because they're bad
pieces.
guys, but they're
Yeah.
also trying to save his life? And does
it
Jake
shows too much.
does Jake sacrifice himself at the end so to save what's it called? His friend.
But it does look good. It still looks good.
Oh, I just remembered off the top of my head. I did watch another film this week, Luke, or last weekend.
Carry on.
I watched Old.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama Ding Dong. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The trailer does not give it away. I thought the trailer did. Because I was like, oh, it's just them on repeat, right? They go to the beach, the parents become things, and yeah, it's a bit freaky. It's I want to say it's like a low budget film, but it's probably not that low budget.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it. I just go in with it, don't have any expectations, and see if you enjoy it or not, is all I'd say. But I enjoyed it better than I thought it would. To say people are saying it's not very good, I kind of disagree. I think the problem with that is he's got like Sixth Sense and stuff like that, and then people are going, it's not as good as those films. Well, you're not going to hit that mark every time, especially like Sixth Sense is like a classic anyway. It's a really, from what I remember, it's a really good fucking film. But there we go.
Yeah, I didn't watch anything apart from that initial 30-second teaser. So
Yeah,
for that film,
me too.
It doesn't give it away. It honestly doesn't give it away.
I can't really remember it, to be honest.
Seeing as we only got a little bit of time left, a couple of things just to go over quickly. Brad, I think you're going to be very excited for another film that we have no fucking idea what's going on in the trailer. Dune sequel has been announced. We're getting part 2.
I haven't seen the first one and I don't know anything about it, but yeah.
There's lots of sound.
I still want to watch the first one. I still need to go watch it. So
yeah, the first one is out, right?
It's out now.
Like yesterday, maybe.
I think it was last weekend, and
Right.
it made
some money.
It made some money.
It's done pretty well,
and got 1.8 million views on HBO Max as well. So they made box office and they got a shit ton of subscribers. So they've got exactly what they wanted from it, which is good, I think. Because I was a bit worried that everybody was just going to watch it on HBO Max and not go to the cinema and support it that way. Which means this film's probably about 250 million plus marketing. So they need to make 300. They made 200 million last weekend. So as long as it has some legs. But I think it depends how Warner Brothers are looking at it. Are you looking at it from a box office point of view, or how many people you got subscribing and watching it on HBO Max and pulling in? You got to take those into account now.
I think the ratio is skewed heavily, hasn't it, nowadays? Because COVID, so people not going to the cinema as much. Like back in the day, if you were like, oh yeah, Titanic made 400 million at the box office. Oh, it was a fucking smash hit because the budget was 100 million or whatever. Like, I'm just pulling figures out my arse. But nowadays, Dune, all right, it cost 250 million plus marketing, so let's say 300 million. All right, it made half that at the cinema. Then if everybody signs up to HBO Max and only half of those people then don't re-sign up to HBO Max, that's recurring revenue over and over and over and over again. So, that's constant money stream.
And HBO Max is heading our way slowly. It's in Europe. We just got to wait for it to get here now. Even though we're not part of Europe, but there we go. Yeah, I'm going to see Dune hopefully Friday next week. We'll see. GTA Remastered. Did anybody see the trailer for GTA Remastered?
I did.
Luke? Did you play GTA? The older GTAs?
I played the first 2.
Is that the top-down one?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, they were so...
What was the first one that wasn't top-down?
3.
Was it Vice City? Was that San
3,
Andreas?
I think.
Or just 3?
I played the first
I'm pretty sure
3 then, and then I played 5 on the PS4 and platinumed it. I think. I feel like I did.
He's having a right old think.
I feel like I platinumed it because I played the shit out of it because it came out. I think it came out between kind of a lull in games, like way before Division, if I'm not mistaken. I played the hell out of it and just really, really enjoyed it because that was the one where you could play all 3 characters, wasn't it?
Which was the one that came out before 5?
4.
Was it literally no? Is it literally just 4? Is it Vice City or San? Is it? Just...
I think it was 3 Vice City, San Andreas, 4, 5.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Because I never played 4. I played 1. I think I might have played a bit of San Andreas, and I played Vice City, and then I've played 5. But I didn't play. I remember going to the shop with Rob. We went to game, and he was like there, and he had his pre-order. He was so excited. I mean, still straight face, but you could see he was excited in his eyes. But yeah, the GTA remaster that's coming. I think it looks really good. I think it's coming to Switch. Is it coming to Switch?
I don't know what it's coming.
I think it's coming to Switch, but it's
though.
like 11th of November. So if you want that, it's in 11 days. Damn.
Yeah.
The day just before Battlefield pre-order, early access thing. Anyway, it looks good. I know a lot of people are hating on it, but I think it looks good. I kind of want to play it, but that's 3 games I probably would.
I just want to play San Andreas.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
I just would probably never finish it. It's any problem. God of War, I can't remember if we talked about this last podcast, but it's coming to PC. As PlayStation have now made their PC division, or they've made like a whole copyright thing for PC games going to PlayStation games going to PC. So I think what is it? Early next year, you've got Uncharted 1 and the Uncharted trilogy.
4 and Lost Legacy.
Is it 4 and Lost Legacy? I thought it was 1 to 3.
I think so.
Okay. 1 to 3 is getting remastered, isn't it?
It got remastered.
No, it's getting remastered
PS4.
Again.
Oh man.
Or remade or something like. I'm pretty sure 1 to 3 is getting remade. You'd have to have a look. Just fact check that. But yeah, God of War is coming to PC. They put out a trailer for it. It looks absolutely amazing.
You need to play that, man.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
So good.
I still need to finish.
It's going to look fucking insane on PC.
Yeah, I know.
Because it looked insane on PS4.
They've already put Death Stranding on PC. They put Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. God of War's coming. You know what they're doing. They're hyping up Ragnarok. The downside is if I play God of War on PC, I probably have to wait 3 years for Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Sorry. To come to PC as well. So that's the only shitter. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. Have you seen the footage?
I saw a bit of it, but
I think it looks good. And I guess the last thing we're going to talk about today, I'm pretty sure DC Fandom was on. Was it last weekend or just after we recorded?
Last episode we had like a few things that had come out, but obviously the Batman hadn't dropped yet.
No, so basically people waited all day for the Batman trailer to drop. Luke.
Hi.
Having some doubts. I think, was it you that wasn't too sure on Patterson, or did you think he was going to own it? I can't remember.
No, it was me that had doubts on Patterson. I will own that criticism, yeah.
No, that's fine. It wasn't me criticizing.
No. I meant I will own my criticism of saying that Patterson didn't look good as Batman, given that he's played a namby-pamby role in every movie he's played before Batman.
I wouldn't say every role, because he's done a few films. He disappeared and he did the right thing. I think he did the right thing. He went away. He did like these indie films. He had the money from obviously the Twilight film.
Yeah, of course.
He went away and did like The Lighthouse and a couple of other films. I think he was obviously in Tenet as well. I think he was really good in Tenet.
Okay.
Depends if you like him or not. Maybe he's just got one of those faces. I know who doesn't like him is Jack Whitehall, but there we go.
Yeah.
We're stealing this Cedric Diggory moment, but there you go. The Batman trailer, what do you reckon, dude?
I really quite like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's really hard for me to say as a Christopher Nolan Batman fanboy, but yeah, it's without going into that's what trailers are made for argument again, it's a really solid trailer.
It is. Jeffrey Wright's absolutely amazing in the trailer. I think Patterson's really fucking good in the film. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Andy Serkis as Alfred. Who'd have thought that we would have got Andy Serkis playing Alfred. The suit's amazing. I wasn't too sure on the car when we saw clip I don't know if it was clips or
there was like a leak, wasn't there?
Yeah,
like a leaked clip or something.
And even the suit kind of was shown off at one point. I was like, I don't know about the suit, but I really like it. I like how it's shot. Colin Farrell looks absolutely unrecognizable.
Yeah, whoever did his makeup deserves a fucking award.
Yeah, if you didn't know that was Colin Farrell, you could take a year to guess who that was, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that last shot where he's like, yeah,
Oh man,
I got
it's
the
so
Batman.
good.
And then
The car jumps through the fire. Yeah, great shot.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then the final shot where he's upside down in the car. Obviously, Batman's walking away, like with the fire in the background, and the camera spins 180 slowly. The symbol comes up. Absolutely amazing. Brad, what did you think of the trailer, dude?
This is one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time. It's such a good trailer. Like, it completely sold this film. I was already on board and I wanted to watch it anyway, but I was kind of like Luke to start with. I wasn't sure about Pattinson, but yeah, this trailer, man, is so good.
So, sorry, carry on.
No, go on.
All I was going to ask was, given that we've already spoken in this episode about trailers showing the whole movie, go ahead. Like,
I don't think it does. I think it's giving you a gist of what is kind of going on, and it's nice to see a different Batman. What annoys me, I love the Nolan films, but I feel like he had a lot of stuff handed to him because he had money to a degree. Like, it was very, you had Lucius Fox. You've got Lucius Fox there. He built the armor. Do you know what I mean? It was all very kind of, none of it was done on himself. So if this is a case where Batman, like Bruce Wayne, has built his own costume with Alfred, they've put a car together. They're gonna go and do this thing, and it's them kind of. It seems like that's why they've got Andy Serkis as like this burly kind of Alfred versus the ones we used to have in like the Batman Forever films. I just think it's a very different take, and the one thing that I want from it, obviously you've got Paul Dano playing the Riddler, but you can see from how it's cinematically shot is a very dark take, and it's taken back to that Batman Begins kind of feel to it slightly,
especially the fighting.
Yeah, especially the fighting. I think the point I'm trying to get is I really want to see him use detective skills, because that's what Batman did in the comics, in the animated series, and we haven't seen that really. I don't think we really saw it in the Nolan films. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to rewatch them, but I felt like it was very, here's a piece of technology, it does it for me. Do you know what I mean? Like in the Dark Knight Rises, he literally had a pair of glasses that, do you know what I mean? And I understand Batman uses his technology and he's rich and all the rest of it, and that's how he gets shit done.
I think that's the difference between a superhero and Batman, because Batman is a superhero that doesn't have any superpowers. He is a street guy that has got a lot of money, so he makes himself a superhero, if you like. So some of the detective stuff that you mentioned comes from him having the technology. So it will be a detective by using the glasses and the mobile phone tracking system that Lucius Fox puts in the tower block of the Chinese guy whose name completely evades me at the moment. But yeah, I mean, Batman movies have always been dark. They've always been gritty. They've always been all right. Yeah. Let's go back to Michael
Keaton. Michael Keaton.
Keaton, thank you. I wanted to say Crichton, and I knew it was wrong straight away because that's the guy from Red Dwarf. But
Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic Park. That's really sad. Go on.
Yeah, whoever. But yeah, those movies were kind of jokey, like cartoony action movies. And then when Nolan came in and rebooted Batman with Batman Begins, and then obviously the Dark Knight Rises and stuff, they were just, I will hold those three movies in a special place forever. I don't care what anybody says about them, because they were, in my opinion, some of the best quote unquote superhero movies ever. No,
I completely agree. Like, there's nothing wrong with them, but I just think I'm kind of thinking like the Arkham games. Do you know what I mean, Brad? Like if there's a lot more of him being a detective. I understand that's a game, but that's still based on that character and that world. I mean, the whole DC is Detective Comics. That's literally what DC is. And I'm really hoping Matt Reeves is taking Batman back to, and kind of losing the technology a little bit and having him kind of think on his feet and seeing a bit more of that side. A bit more. Whether it'll happen or not, I don't know.
Well, he looks pretty fucking fucked in the trailer, doesn't he? He looks like he's having a bad time.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So,
hey, yeah. I'm excited.
I don't think it.
Sorry, I'm just going to say I'm excited to see it, just to see how it resets things. Because the Nolan movies were what, 10 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
It's getting
maybe longer.
It's getting there.
I can't remember.
My question for you
might be more.
My question for Luke then.
Oh Jesus! Batman Begins was 16 years ago.
Fuck off! Really?
It's a long time ago.
2005. Batman Begins came out. Holy fuck!
We had, was it 2002? We had Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
Because I watched Spider-Man 1 today. I'm going to try and do one a week.
How terrible was Spider-Man
1? It was okay until the bit where
Spider-Man showed up.
Spider-Man swings in and saves
a 40-year-old man.
Saves Mary Jane from the Green Goblin.
Oh god, and he's a mannequin.
Across, and it's a mannequin because it's just like an arm and a head. It's absolutely so amazing.
So when did you say that came out?
2002?
Correct.
Did I? Oh, nice.
Yeah, 2002. So that's 19 years old. I mean, basically 20 years old.
How times have changed, especially in superhero genre of films. But yeah, last question to Luke then.
Hi.
Are you going to go see this in the cinema? I feel like if there's one film you kind of need to go see in the cinema, this would potentially be it.
Yeah, I'd like to. I would like to, given the trailer, given that I wasn't sold on Patterson and rebooting Batman again, like at all. I'd like to be honest.
I think I am. I think I'm definitely going to go see it. I don't think I'm going to be able to wait for this to come out. Did you watch The Joker in the end?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you said you didn't watch it. You hadn't seen it.
I think I said that last time we recorded, but I've watched it since because it came on Prime, so I've watched it.
Is it a yay or a nay?
I really enjoyed it. It was very slow building, and I get that was on purpose because of character development, but Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic. He's I'm going to be very careful here. He's probably the best Joker ever.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Careful, because I think
it depends on the era, doesn't it? When you watch these things,
Heath Ledger's performance in the Nolan trilogy holds a very special place in my heart for obvious reasons. You know, he unfortunately died/killed himself shortly before it released, and his performance is outstanding in those movies, or in that movie. Sorry,
we know your team Heath. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, I'm Team Heath, Team Nolan, whatever you want to call it. I can't.
I'm only messing.
I can't speak highly enough of those three movies, but Joaquin Phoenix in The Joker, given that I don't think it's probably the strongest movie he could have been in, but the last hour and a half of The Joker is all Joaquin Phoenix. Like he carries that movie on his shoulders completely with his performance.
It's not an easy film to watch, though, is it? It's basically what, 2 hours, or is it longer than that? 2.5 hours. I can't remember how long it is, but it's basically however long the film is of a man getting beaten down by society.
Yeah, and then some of it is him losing his mind. Some of it is in the alternative reality of him having lost his mind, like with the whole element where he's got the girlfriend and whatever, and then he turns up in her apartment and she doesn't know who the fuck he is and like, get out, what are you doing in my apartment? And then you realize that, the whole first hour of this movie is this poor guy that's been beaten down by society, unraveling and unraveling and unraveling. And then he just snaps.
Yeah.
And then that's where the movie comes alive. And, Phoenix grabs hold of the performance and goes for it. And the script comes alive a bit. And just the whole movie just gets better after that first 45 minutes to an hour. And it's bang. I've really enjoyed it. Like, if I'd have not really been paying attention, I probably would have turned it off after like half an hour because it was so slow. But then after that, I'm really glad that I stuck with it because it's a great movie and it is a fantastic performance. It really is.
It is. It's quite nice to sitting here and listening to you talk about it. And the fact you enjoyed it. I still don't understand how Rob's not seen it yet. I think Rob said he hadn't seen it yet either.
Well, like I say, for anybody who's not seen it, it's on Amazon Prime at the moment. So just watch it. Like, get a big ass bag of popcorn or a couple of beers or something and get through the first half hour to 45 minutes and then just revel in the rest of it because it's great.
I haven't seen it again. Brad, have you been back and watched it since? I
haven't watched it again.
I don't want to ruin it, if you know what I mean. Because we went to the cinema to go see it, and I really fucking, it was like as much as I really enjoyed that film, it's such a harrowing time spent watching that film because of what happens, and you're just like, fuck, this is so bad. And the best bit of that whole film is obviously the ending, but how they wrote and how they shot that film, you're on his side with what happens. You agree with it, and in society you shouldn't agree with that. That's the best bit about the film, and it builds up all that time. And from what happens and all the rest of it, I'm really sorry we've dragged this on and all the rest of it. Brad, Batman.
Yes.
We had to have one. Thanks, Brad.
I will be going to the cinema to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With or without Laura.
Yeah. It looks fucking great. I was trying to remember, like, I know we said about the final shot, but there's a scene that reminds me of the Vader scene in Rogue One.
Yes.
Where he's walking down a hot corridor and they're like shooting him and it's like flashing up and you see him just like beating them down.
Yeah, because they're shooting his suit with like ARs or something. And yeah.
But yeah, everyone looks great in it. The tone, I love that sort of dark, gritty, Nolan-esque sort of style of it. Pattinson looks really fucking good as Batman. Yeah. Looks great.
I've Googled.
I hope it's as good as that trailer makes it look like it's going to be.
I've Googled it while we were talking about it. It doesn't come out till March of next year.
No, I know.
Dude, that is not long, man. That is not
5
long.
months.
5 months, dude. That's almost half a year.
It's not that long.
And it looks done from the trailer.
Yeah, it does.
Just fucking release it.
Yeah. I mean, you think what's coming out this year, they've got to hold off, you know. We haven't got many.
That is true. Yeah, that's fair.
We haven't got many left now. I have 19 days tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. 20 days left, guys. I've made it this far. I made it last.
You can right the wrong of 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Finally.
What? Oh, wait, what?
Ghostbusters. It's
dude.
in 20 days.
Oh, see,
I know.
I nearly texted you last night because Ghostbusters 2016 was on E4, and then you text me saying that you were watching Chappelle, so I just left you alone.
I'm not watching that. No, I will probably.
I know you wouldn't watch it. I just thought it'd be funny to text you and say put E4 on now, and just not tell you what it was. And once you tune in and go, no,
I will probably end up watching them again on the weekend of the 12th, and then following weekend, I'm gonna go see this film twice. I need to. I'm going to cinema to see it twice. Yeah, I already know in my head. I want to go see it twice.
What, once with and once without the kids?
I will probably take the kids both times if they want to go.
Oh,
Being
wow.
completely honest, I really want to. I don't know. Maybe I'll hate it, and if I hate it, I'll obviously won't see it again.
You,
but
you won't hate it. You won't hate it.
I don't know. I've seen the reviews, and the reviews are.
Fuck the reviews.
Oh no, I know. I fucked the reviews, but it's just funny. It's just you read the reviews and why it's getting put down, and you're like, for a franchise that can't give up the past. And I'm like, the whole point is it's a continuation. What the fuck? But there we go. It doesn't matter. I'll be there, and my boys are both. I think the boys are gonna wear their proton packs and shit down there, so that'd be quite funny. We'll see. I don't know.
Right, let's wrap this shit up. That's the ending.
That is the ending. I suppose the last thing to say before we go, Brad, are we going to get trailer 2 for Spider-Man before we record next?
I have no idea, and I probably won't watch it.
You're not going to watch it?
No.
Even if there's a money shot?
No, I don't want that.
Wait,
though.
what?
I don't want it.
The money shot?
Yeah, Luke definitely doesn't want that.
If the boys are back?
No, I don't want it. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it.
It's going to be everywhere, dude.
This is dragging on too long.
Wait, what?
Anyone who's going to watch Spider-Man is going to go watch Spider-Man regardless of if they put that shot or not. So they don't need to put that shot.
They don't need to. At this point, they didn't need to release a trailer for this. If everything that's leaked is apparently true, it's going to be fun times. Anyway, that's it from us. I'm going to say bye, Luke.
Can I just very, very quickly, very, very quickly just prove a point on how shit reviews are? So Mike goes on and on and on about how good the reviews are on Rotten Tomatoes. They're just... I think we said earlier in the podcast how good the Conjuring universe is. Not one of the Conjuring movies appears in the top 100 horror movies as rated by Rotten Tomatoes. You're welcome, good night, and fuck you.
I hate you sometimes.
That was fucking fantastic.
It's just wrong. Don't listen to reviews.
I'm not listening. It's fine. Bye.
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 Bye, Luke. I'll do a Rob.
Bye.